Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It was a bit touch and go there for a moment. So many different little things potentially causing delays, but still here early, sort of, technically. Um, Not early for my usual, but definitely early for my scheduled. Because these streams are supposed to start in an hour, but I love playing Disco Elysium, so I always start just an hour early. But oh, it's been a day, busy day. Um, yeah, just generally very, very busy, so I'm going to be probably come across as quite tired. But also kind of exciting because my Go XLR has arrived. It is in the city. I just can't pick it up yet. I need to wait until tomorrow. But that means that tomorrow I will get to kind of fiddle with it and set it up for the stream tomorrow, which I have no idea what I'll be streaming tomorrow. I haven't checked in with the super cool putty people. We may be doing a co-op stream, but we may also not be doing a co-op stream. So it may be the first episode of Persona, which I'm also keen for. So there's a lot of potential. I also, for those of you who have not been updated on the Discord, I went to pick up some, fitness recovery stuff because I wanted to take better care of my body and wanted to get a better care of my my knees specifically. So I've had a case of runner's knee recently, which was really painful. Well, not really painful, but really uncomfortable. So my left knee was just giving me all sorts of strife. So, and I wasn't certain of what it was, but I assumed it was runner's knee because I got it, I felt the pain while running. So I was just like, oh, it's probably that. So I picked up some compression knee slips, and holy crap, I'm wearing one of them right now while I just sit here, and it's made a huge difference. Just to have it all contained in one place has made such a difference. You don't need to hear me jibber jabbering. We should play some Disco Elysium. Hey, Smiley, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. I was just giving a quick update about my day and everything that was going on. Today's been good, but busy, but then also a lot has been happening. I'm loving seeing that you are enjoying the new Grey Mouse stare emote, which actually does lead me on to another point. I think it's time that I update a few of my emotes. The dancing one will stay as it is. That one is completely fine. However, I think it is definitely time to upgrade a few of my older emotes, and I will take some time at some point to upgrade or update them with my new style. Yeah, it won't affect any of you, but it will mean that the emotes like the chopper mouse cry, and and then my fear emote, they'll all be kind of updated, which I think is the right thing to do, because I'm also intending on updating my overlays for not only the gaming screen, which is this one, but also the illustration screen. There's a guy talking to his kid. That's cool. That's cool. There he is. It's Morel. It's that cryptozoologist's husband. But also, another thing we need to keep an eye out for is that... There it is, actually, never mind. It's right here. Kalasne's passport is here.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That over there must be the boy Class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Yes. Actually, and from hearing Kim's voice, another thing, we are 30 30 people away from 250. And for those of you who don't know from the Discord, I am planning on doing a presentation at 250. So at the next milestone, we will get not only a giveaway, 250 soon. Yeah, I'm super keen. So not only will there be a sticker giveaway, a sticker and print giveaway, but there will also be a little presentation at the start of the next stream from hitting 250, which for this time around it will be a fan cast. So if Rat Baby ever became an animated series, who would be voicing certain characters? And it'll be something that you all will get to kind of be involved in. You can kind of provide suggestions and vote for certain things, but then also I will be kind of compiling it myself. I've already put together a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm really keen to do that because I weirdly enough love doing presentations, or at least PowerPoints. So this is kind of like, for me, it's going to be so much fun. And then also on top of that, we will have a vote, which will be the it'll be like the shonen favorite character kind of vote,
You lift the boy
where
out
you'll
of
get
the
to vote
water
on your
without
favorite
much effort.
character in the
There's no tie to
series,
anything.
and we'll do that every
The
few
cords dangling from the bottom
milestones.
appear to have been cut.
PowerPoint presentation on what again? So it'll be, so I'm calling it a fan cast, but basically it's like a hypothetical. If my comic became an animated series, what kind of actors, which specific actors I would be getting to voice certain characters. Yeah. So yeah, it's like a little hypothetical. If it became an animated series, who would I want to voice characters? But then also on top of that, it will provide you all with like a bit of a insight into how I imagine these characters to sound. If you catch my drift, so how they would talk, their kind of tone of voice, the depth of their voice, and then I'm also kind of going to use it as an opportunity to kind of explain background inspirations for certain characters, because I know specifically for Dogen, he was actually based on a real person, and so his design went into, well, his voice actor, who I have currently, the one I currently have chosen for him, his voice actor is the person that he was based on in part. Like explaining more about the comics world and characters. Yeah, sort of. You'll get like a bit of a lore dump on certain characters, and I thought that would be fun. And also like kind of fun to imagine like how they would sound, and then going forward when we're doing comic illustration stuff, you'll know how these characters, what their voices sound like, and you'll have like a bit of a better grasp on who they are, at least in my perspective, right?
The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Yeah, and I brought this up because because there may or may not be a voice from Disco Elysium in my current fan cast.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Shake the buoy.
There's something in there, splashing around.
We knew that. Sniff it.
It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast.
Love it. I love that it gave me the
Industrial
option.
slop and decay.
Open the buoy.
A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae. And nothing else.
Nothing else.
Well, damn.
Who do you think took them?
I have no
Damn
idea.
it. The documents aren't even in here. This is a minor quirk. We know it was in the buoy anyway.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way.
Yeah.
It's important, I hope.
It could be related to
In
the...
my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in
Never
travel
mind.
documentation.
You could ask the miss what she thinks later if you have the time, though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
We're lucky it's still here. A little longer and it would have floated away. Yeah.
We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
Yeah. That's okay, because, like, we kind of knew there was a chance of that happening, so we're not ruined when it's not, like, the case isn't completely fucked because we don't have, her documents. So that's fine.
Here we go.
It's
Nice and
Morel.
easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
It's me. It's me. It's my kinsman.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which
I mean
the man is
cryptozoologist,
arranging
not
some
Australian.
It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Ugh. My liquids.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary. this fucking guy. This fucking dude.
Don't worry, Gary.
Gary.
I'll handle it.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get big. Hey, level up.
course.
Nice.
Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Yeah, he seems like a bitch.
Did he say we can go back now?
Just come over here, Gary. Gary, you're like 2 meters away.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
You can tell her yourself, mate. She's just down the road.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
Just go, mate. This shit doesn't matter.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Yeah. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question.
Oh.
Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea,
Ah.
a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds.
Sorry, I'm maybe
Awful
getting
lot
a
of
little
reeds
too
around,
into it.
aren't there?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, getting a little too into it. Just, ghost phasmid. I mean, ghost insect. Yeah.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques
I love
to protect
cryptids.
itself from predators, all scientists in our present case.
Yeah, I was gonna also say I'm planning on, updating the store. So I have 2 new ideas that I really want to make into. I'm not certain of what yet, but they would make really great like patches, for jackets and stuff. But maybe not for just like a whole jacket. Yeah, so basically my idea is, and I'm gonna stop playing for a moment just to explain it. Basically, so it's a running joke I have in my friendship circle, but I thought would extend quite easily out to you all, because I think we all have a very similar sense of humor. But basically, I had this idea for a series of patches that were basically called. So the first one would be called the Cryptid Mauler, where it's basically a badge that says Cryptid Mauler, and you put it on an item of clothing that essentially you would wear when out for a hike. And it was identifiable enough that if you were mauled by a cryptid, then people would be able to find you. And so it was my joke, because I basically have a really bright yellow rain jacket, which I wear on hikes, because I like to hike in drizzly or misty kind of a Velcro patch. That's a good idea. Yeah, that'd be great, actually. That's a really good idea, Smiley. Yeah, but like, I would basically wear this bright yellow jacket on misty and rainy hikes, and I used to tell my friends that, hey, if Bigfoot comes out of the woods and mauls me to death, the authorities will find me because of my bright yellow jacket. And so it led to me coming up with the idea of the cryptid mauler, which is a badge that basically signifies that this jacket is going to be identifiable. But then also now, because I'm going to Japan and I'm going to be getting a big like cold weather coat, I'm also going to create a patch that will be called the yokai mauler, or maybe not mauler, something like that. But the yokai victim mauler or whatever. And so that was my idea, where basically each of these patches would signify like your region's mythical creature or folklore creature, and then mauler attached to it. And I found that really funny, but also it's just the sort of thing that I would just love to have for myself, and then I can extend it out to everyone if I add a little bit of nice art to it.
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
If it's just a bag decoration, I think it could be more universal. Absolutely, I definitely think it could. And it's why I didn't necessarily want to make it a sticker, because then it would be kind of like a one use purpose. And like, I'd be more than happy to make them stickers as well, but I'd love for them to be, yeah, like you said, like versatile patches that you could kind of stick on whatever, like anything you wanted, and then kind of move them. If they did have Velcro, they could be kind of movable. So I really like that idea too.
I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Yeah, you get me, Smiley. I'd be so keen to just have one. And my idea was that the cryptid mauler patch would be like round, like a scout badge, but then the yokai mauler would be rectangular and long, like a curse ward, like a Japanese curse ward.
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Okay, it's a big cricket.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about. I feel like the language used in that question is a little insulting, so I'm actually gonna keep moving. What have you discovered about it so far?
very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
You're gonna hear some Velcro ripping for a moment. I'm just taking off my my knee slip, just so that I can actually give my leg some air. And also, I probably don't need it while I'm sitting down doing not much. If you catch my meaning, let my knee breathe, because it's got little lungs. So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
That makes sense.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I love Kim is like, anytime there's cryptids, like cryptid talk, Kim's like, it's bullshit. You're full of crap. Your entire belief is wrong. You are, how's they say, a moron? No, Kim. We don't want to antagonize these people.
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Yeah. Lena said there has been some sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically.
I mean, yeah, that tracks.
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient.
I mean,
After
I
all,
get that.
it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Whoa, parthenogenesis. What does that mean?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
That's pretty clever. Females reproducing without males? A travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the
Yes.
Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
Okay. How do they work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out.
Okay, so it's a yabby trap. Or, yeah, crab trap.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
That's fair. What are you using as bait? I already know, but I'm going to ask.
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Ooh.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Well, but what if maybe the Insulindian phasmid is bigger than this? For your trip to Japan later in the year, is there something you especially plan to experience or do? It's kind of my first holiday ever, like first ever solo holiday. So I kind of want to do like a little bit of touristy stuff, but then also a little bit of, exploration of a country that there will be a language barrier, there will be a cultural kind of culture shock for me and stuff like that. I'm really excited to go to Japan for a lot of what, the touristy stuff, but then as well, like a lot of the historical and also, like I said, yokai kind of cultural, spiritual stuff as well. I find that all quite interesting. But then also definitely the scenery as well. I'm going to be staying overnight at Mount Fuji, and then I will also be going to Kurobi and going to see the Kurobi Gorge, which I'm very sorry, I just read influenced in your next sentence, very interested in seeing. Do I think it will influence my comic, I wonder? A little bit. So my intention is that some of it will be kind of influenced by my Japan trip and my studies in Japan, or not studies in Japan, as if I'm going there to learn stuff, but like some of the things I do in Japan will have a direct effect on the comic, just in terms of aesthetic. And then also, this isn't a spoiler, but a lot of the architecture and environment of the Giants' lands I have based off of Japan. So, if anything, it's also like a resource trip to kind of... Sorry, I'm moving back just to look at something. To kind of influence how I illustrate the Giants' buildings and architecture.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you.
Alright, mate.
But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Oh no, reed crabs in my soaked nuts. I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen him. A verified sighting. On record. One of only 4 this century. And it's hers.
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that. Not while we were kissing.
Yes.
That'd be a horrible
first
thing
came
to
to
say
know
to a
one another.
husband. Especially since it's not true.
That's her story to tell. Not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about
Of
the
course.
mysterious phasmid.
I'll check in.
Suffice
Oh.
to say,
The weather
it's
changed.
long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Yeah?
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule.
Okay.
What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
It won't starve, it'll be fine. It's been out here for ages.
He's dead set on this.
That's fine.
I could go for some trap setting.
Yeah, what if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research.
I have the most
attention to
pretentious,
detail,
smug
and
smile on my
above all,
face
persistence.
as I answered that question. Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little
Yeah,
by
that
the
face
boathouse,
exactly.
It's very near.
No problem, mate. I could do that.
Another we set in land to the northeast.
This is my smug
Behind
little
a small
face.
Sand dune there. On your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
It'll give me a good excuse to explore this island a lot, so I'm down to actually check the traps. This is something I rushed in my previous playthrough, so I'm actually going to go through it all the way this time.
The third is set near the canal, where you cross, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them,
Delicious.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
What, aren't you having fun, Kim? Pursuing something you straight up don't believe in? The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
It indicates why not. Come on, Kim. We're gonna go see.
If you think it's important, you have been right before.
What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
I think I can do that. I've been sober for like 2 days, so I think I can do that. What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Oh, thank you. I need that.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me thick. Present your armpit. A double helping as you present your other armpit and gives you a satisfied nod.
This is the smell of dying reeds. Of long
Yeah, baby, I no longer smell like alcohol.
hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
Disco, disco, good, good. Hey, Cryo, how you doing?
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you
No,
to
I smell like
understand
tobacco.
self-financing
No.
one's own research.
No, that's terrible. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to stop I mean, I guess I did get what I wanted. I no longer smell like alcohol. I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Which means you two can pack up and go back to the boiling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are
Yeah.
resourceful and
We gotta help them, even if we don't believe in cryptids, which we do. It's better that we actually, you know, help them.
Finally, someone fucking damn it.
Shut up, Gary, you crypto fascist.
Thank you.
I forgot to mention his name has his title is he's a crypto fascist. We shouldn't be nice to him. He's a bad guy.
if it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that.
Yeah, let him get back to the whirling and then we can
But
chat with
what
him.
if information is vital on the hunt?
Nah, I'll get going. Thanks, mate. Get back to your wife, you little crab man. I joined a book club, kinda. Mostly I was dragged into a book club. That's cool. I like books. Do you like books, Creo? Surely, you're in a book club. So you must like books. Sure sign that you like books. You're in a book club. But my issue is I can't read books, does nothing for me, so I listen to audiobooks. I think that's still, like, valiant. Sorry, that's not the right word. I think that's still viable. However you enjoy books is still valid, I think. And I think audiobooks are great for if you don't really have time to read, I think. Or don't really have the avenue to read. I think we're always so caught up in working or doing stuff that we don't take time to read, I guess. Being held against my will in a book club with Wiki Giggles and Giggles as bestie. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. They're all good people. So that should still be fun. Oh, look! There's a trap! Is one of them locust
There's a
traps.
trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before.
I'm
Same
turning
mesh,
this
same
book club
wiring.
into a bro chat vaguely around the book. That's cool.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently.
Nice.
When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Mostly me going, bro, this dude's wings are an erogenous zone. Okay. It's one of those book clubs. I mean, I expect no less from Giggles.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air. It'll be the next one, surely. Damn, I was hoping it would be the first one.
No, you weren't.
Oh. Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building. When this
Ah,
district
yeah. Kim, surely you gotta be excited. Just as much as I'm excited. About finding a cryptid. That would be cool. Where is your sense of adventure, Kim Kitsuragi? And I'm up to the part where she gives the jewelry to the watery tart. Amazing. Some watery tart threw a sword at you. That's no form. That's no structure for a form of government. Just because some watery tart threw a sword at you. Is it Arthurian? I do like the Arthurian legends, but I've never really read Like, I love the idea of them, but I've never read an Arthurian tale that actually kind of gripped my attention. No ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, the doy. Oh, shit. Yeah, but for coins, I'm living like a bum. Let me see if I can get it again. Yep, I can. Oh. Kev. The boards crack dangerously as you run. Be careful here. Nay. Nay, I will not.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall,
Okay.
reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something definitely has gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs.
Those are grim affairs, yes.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution.
Okay.
The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
It's interesting because it's like in this game they're like, well, we discontinued fully automatic weapons because they were, you know, pointlessly destructive, and I'm just like, oh god. Because here in the real world, it's like we would never probably.
Welcome to Mouse Silly Yums. What's your order?
Oh god, get out of here, Grubbo. Get out of here. Trying to talk about politics and adult stuff. Hello, Glenn. Welcome to Mouse Silly Yums. What's your order? But yes, the audiobook is better for me because I listen while at work. Yeah, exactly. It's more convenient and versatile. You can kind of listen to it wherever, which is good. I need visual calculus. I don't have anything on me that does visual calculus. But we can do. I have stuff that has visual calculus, I'm sure of it. There it is, visual calculus. I'm cool. That's -1 on my visual calculus. I'm not wearing that. I almost put it on.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across.
Hold on. Do we give it a shot? Yes, we try. If we fail, we come back later, and that's fine.
Holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Nope.
Unable to piece.
Oh well, we come back later. I don't think it would be fair for me to just retry until I get it. So I just reload until I don't have to spend a level up to use it again, and then I just leave it. I think that's fair. Because we don't want to, cheat the system too much. We don't want to cheat this game too much, especially since I like it so much. Ooh, +2 logic. That's actually fantastic. Also, as previously discussed, I can't visualize the story, nor do I have an internal voice to read the story, so having an outside voice add the inflections helps me form my opinions. That's fair. I always kind of forget that about that. I always kind of forget that about you. So that would be really useful for audiobooks. Or that's where audiobooks would come in really handy. That makes sense. Walk. Do I have my bag? There you go. Gotta have my bag. My bag for my garbage. Could have my bag full of garbage. Which usually they are all trauma babies, but for some reason we all like the main character's way of dealing with it, but not the other guys. Interesting. That seems very selective. There's a bottle over there. Is that for me? Is that for Grey Mouse? is for Grey Mouse? Just gonna let it run. Beep 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 beep. But all the issues would be solved if someone said, "Hey bitch, I feel bad, let's talk." I mean, yeah. Yeah, ain't that always the kicker where a problem could be solved with just a little bit of, you know, good old-fashioned positive communication. I mean, I'll be honest, that, like, those kinds of things, those kinds of tropes and stories do bother me, I will admit. Because it's like, all you have to do is talk to this person. And then they don't. And I'm just like, ugh. Just speak to your wife. Just talk to your wife. Please, for the love of goodness. Tell her how you feel. Tell her she's beautiful.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and
Cool.
tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust.
Cool,
of film.
free jacket. I live like a homeless man.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
It might be a clue.
Clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
It could have been multiple seagulls.
Kim, please. It's clothing.
You should still take it.
I'm gonna leave it here, and I'll pick it up once I've gone to bed. Because clearly Kim doesn't want me to fucking take the crap-filled jacket. She's like, I feel trapped. He's like, I can't lose her again. Neither of them say anything. Yeah, neither of them talk to each other, despite being like in love. Just tell them how you feel. Jesus, why is it so hot? Oh, it's Everett Claire's glasses. Megabino's prescription lenses. Hell yes. Is for Grey Mouse. Ooh, postcard. Yum yum yum. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. That's something I need to remember. That was a French. That's a French thing.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Question: is this game like an RPG? A little bit, yeah. Well, you do have like stats that you can upgrade, so it has all the hallmarks of an RPG. Hold on, that is awful. Cover your
It
nose.
doesn't help. You can still smell it.
Uh-oh.
Keep it in now. Don't overreact. Breathe.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency.
Yeah,
that
we know
faintly
this
cloying
smell.
Sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Or a more linear storyline game. Its storyline is, it's actually really hard to quantify in that respect, because it doesn't have like branching narratives, but it does have multiple endings depending on your actions, and then it has a series of side quests that you can very easily miss because you're kind of focused on the main story. So it's very hard to quantify, I think, at least for me. I would.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
There's another corpse. I would believe that it is an RPG. In my perspective, it is an RPG. I was looking for roguelike ones, and someone suggested this to you. It's not a roguelike, that's for sure. That's an incorrect suggestion. Yeah, I definitely think it's not a roguelike, but it is definitely a role-playing game. Heads up, Lieutenant, something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a
Yeah.
handkerchief to his nose.
We know. We know this smell. And I also love that because the game has taught us that. You know, the game has taught us that there will be things that are wrong. You know, or it has educated us on what the smell of a corpse is, because we've seen a corpse. And so as a result, we're like, your brain is like, you know that smell. something smells wrong, and you're just like, uh-oh. Smells like corpsey, and yep. Rogue is more like Hades in Diablo. Yeah, roguelike is like Hades in Diablo, yeah. Oh! Careful, these floorboards are rotten and weak. Yes, be careful.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
Yep.
Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Here we are. We got ourselves a working class corpse.
Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk.
Maybe not. Oh, yeah, maybe not
Starting
Diablo.
with the
Sorry,
right
you're
leg,
right. Diablo's not a
the fall
roguelike.
has
But
left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
definitely the games that are made by the Hades creators are roguelikes, right? Diablo is like a looter shooter. That makes sense. Yeah, Hades. I really want to play Hades because now that I've been influenced by the art style, I might play Hades.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days.
Gunfire Reborn is fun. Yeah.
We need to investigate.
Also, like, one of the games that was made by the creators of Hades is called Bastion, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. I know that the creators of Hades have made some really fantastic games that have gone kind of unnoticed or like underrated for a really long time until Hades came out, and it's because like Hades is a culmination of all the really good things from their previous games. But yeah, like I know Bastion is really good,
Another
and
dead body.
I can't remember the names
This
of the
is
other
your
games.
job. Steel yourself.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of
Look at this
pure
guy.
ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits.
Hold on, sorry guys, I got a message that is kind of important. Okay. Okay, cool. Easy. Sorry, it took me a moment to just understand the message I had received. It seemed important. No, it was important, but my brain was like, it couldn't comprehend it for a moment. And then I was like, it's slowly like forming together. The answers were all making sense, and then I was like, oh. It's like one of those. It's like that TikTok where it's like, oh man, I'm really excited for dinner. I can't wait to go to that restaurant. I've been waiting to go for it for ages. And then the person's like staring blankly and they go, oh, dinner tomorrow? Me. Yeah. Like that's me. Anytime someone talks to me like seconds after I've taken my headphones off, or if I receive a text at a period of time where I'm doing something else. Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him.
Ruins
Drops
of
of
Talos is a
water
good
shining
RPG
on his
roguelike. Ooh,
moustache.
I'm making
His
a note of that.
eyes, empty and wide,
I know that meme. Yeah.
look frightening in their
Dinner
frozen gaze.
tomorrow? Me. Yeah! He's got a big snoz. He had. He had a big snoz. Sorry. Sorry to correct you there.
Height 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years.
Oh, rough.
He was confused when he died. Confused and
Oh.
alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
That's pretty horrible.
He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
There's something really quite distressing about that.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Oh. How far am I through the game? So we are currently on the 3rd day. I think we have a week in this game. Progress-wise, we've actually made a ton of progress. But we are probably no closer to solving the case than we were previously. So we're kind of on side missions today. So just pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds.
Oh,
and
nice.
a rain-soaked library card.
Excellent.
Folded into 2.
Yum, yum,
His
yum.
jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Free jacket. He's not going to need it.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the
There's
surroundings.
some dried blood on the metal bench,
Yep.
right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the man's
A
head.
dried chunk of blood
Just step and
covers
end
the
up just
hair
like
at the
him.
back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
To my touch, did I poke his wound?
This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
Ooh, that's grim.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just the one. It's just this one at the back of his head. Yeah.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
You didn't mean to say wound. I heard it. Wound. Yeah. No, I didn't. I meant to say just hole. Because it's not really a wound anymore. I mean, it is a wound. It's really hard to say, but it's like it's not a wound anymore. You know, it's a crack, essentially. Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a
I wasn't
slight
gonna
touch
say
of
something
menthol.
like
The
Hedusi.
man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
No problem, Kim. I'm not gonna do it. I promise. I am sensitive to things like.
It feels disrespectful.
I'm not gonna collect the bottles. I promise. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Oh, that's horrible. Look in. We find a bullet.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too.
Ah.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Yeah, he's trying his best. He was trying his best to hide his drinking. Step on the floorboards?
The boards screech under
Okay,
the
we're
weight
fine.
of the T500 ceramic sabatons. It's a good thing they're so light, because it's hard to determine whether it was the dead man's weight that caused the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile.
Okay.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who do you think? Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals.
That makes sense.
You'd have to know this spot to come here.
Yeah.
You don't just walk over here.
Hmm.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
No, you're right. I think you're right, Kim. I don't think a tourist would be here.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
It's all sad electrochemistry. This isn't okay. Like, we aren't okay with this. It's pretty sad.
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
Yeah, I definitely won't start drinking, because this is not how I want my life to go. What we're witnessing here is a demise of a great party beast. That leather jacket, that empty vodka bottle, kiss your fingers. That's if me collecting the bottles is disrespectful, then whatever that sentence is horrible. He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse. I don't want to say that too either. Kind of feels like I'm dismissing him and making it about me, and that kind of feels selfish. I think labeling him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
We do know that he was married.
Yes. Points to the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and grey.
But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified...
He may have been a
individual
binge
found
drinker,
dead on
but that doesn't make him an alcoholic. He might have just liked to party. What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
I want to take it. We found him. We should finish this.
All right. We should first examine the library card you found. Then
Yeah.
I can call the station from my key.
It's Kim
Let
and
them know we are taking the
Harry
case.
on the case.
Actually, it should be Harry and Kitsuragi on the case. Let's take a look at this thing. And I fall through the floorboards. And I'm like, ah!
Library
The library
card.
card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central General Public Library Card.
Oh.
Issued to Billy Maison.
Billy
Expires
Maison.
July 53.
Okay. Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Okay.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Maison.
Yeah.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Okay, so pretty, like, dedicated.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Interesting. Put it away. Alright, we're done here. Leave the body. Well, we're going to call the station as well. Just fall through. Leave the bin. We don't need to look into the bin. Oh! Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Yeah, I guess. Help! I'm trapped. Oh, it's because there's a thing in the way. It's fine. We're going to do some more island exploration. We can go to the Corpus Kinema later. Right now, we kind of want to stay on the island. I'm going to have some liquids. Oh, bottles. Hydrated. Here to enjoy some comparably wholesome content. Oh, Jelly's talking about cannibalism again. Well, she is wont to do that. Also, welcome, Son. Son, how are you? Other than, I assume, a little bit perturbed by the cannibalism. Hi, my beloved. It's lovely to see you, my sweet. I hope you are well. It's a very large church. We just found a corpse, and I think you will be pleased to know we will not be munching on it. We will not be cannibalizing this corpse. Just going to be hanging out. We're going to solve its murder. Well, not murder, but its death. Now I want to get in there. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if it's actually even important, but I'm curious. Shocking how many animals are also cannibals. Oh yeah, like chimpanzees, like a lot of our primate, like our primate ancestors were cannibalistic. Here we go, we're talking about cannibalism. Sorry, Sona. Not here to got me started. You didn't want me to...
It's this simple here that indicates that you use taking the shot. Just so further to try to
Whoopsie.
spot
Whoopsie.
and it dilapidated
We're talking about
old
cannibalism.
I don't see.
But probably not to the same detail.
don't
I
see a
think
person take a
every
shot
time
here
I've jumped
and
in
hit
on
something
Jelly's streams,
in the
she's
world
kind of been
anywhere.
talking about cannibalism. So we're not quite as consistent as Jelly. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. He looks east over the coast in the whirling in rags. Yeah, maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there.
There. 1.2
Oh, again?
kilometers
Yeah.
over the wave crossed
We're not
bay,
talking about cannibalism
through heavy,
yet.
dark grey curtains of rain, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you?
It's my job.
Doing your detective work.
It's my job. I gotta do it. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower. Took the shot there.
It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there.
You're
to leap
right.
from.
You're right, Kim. You got me. Maybe I've just been supping from the silly sausage juice a little too much.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire. this
He
time of
right.
year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice
Yeah.
to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out biddable prime, was it?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think this isn't it. This ain't the place. Yeah, we could change topic and clown animals. And crown animals king of categories. Like Shoebill Stork is the king of the death stare. That's true. They definitely are. Ooh, a scarf. You are correct. They are scary. Scary wee beasties. Ooh, we got a thingus.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds, another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze, weighed down by rain. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts.
Dang it.
No sign of any cryptozoological
No
beast
crypto
inside.
creatures.
Another empty
sad.
trap.
More out of habit than duty. Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. I want to make it clear that I don't actually believe the Phasmid exists, okay? Say nothing and put the trap down. Let's keep going. The next one's the lucky one.
Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize?
Kim, believe me. Please.
And the winner of the funny name category, Blue-Footed Booby, of course. Yeah. And the great tits of the British Islands. Oh. Anything out here? What do my little detective eyes see? A box. Ooh, with a shirt. My rhetoric increases, but my empathy decreases. I'm no longer empathetic because of my polo. I love it. I love that just outfits can completely like alter your perception and ability in the world.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Who wins the shockingly larger than expected? Me. Ooh. What is this thing?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Yeah, used to service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the wiring, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
That makes sense. We're gonna give it a shot. Interfacing? My outfit choice is wild. Interfacing. +1 interfacing. Pop that on. Oh, that's +2 interfacing. Oh, what the fuck? It's a noise. Interfacing. Interfacing. Half-light. Logic. Boots. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, cool. This is all I have for interfacing. So then just take anything off that doesn't have or reduces interfacing. In the running, blue whale, capybara, great white shark, and wedge-tailed eagles. That's fair. Those are all pretty good choices.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
But also we can't retry it. So the thing is, I'm going to test it once, and then I'll walk away.
An old door,
If we
worn by
fail.
elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front. You rattle the
Okay.
handle a bit.
Fair enough. Leave it. Leave it. We all know blue whale is the biggest animal on Earth, but it's still shocking how fucking big they are. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's very hard to like conceptualize how big a creature like that is until you see it in all of its glory. And then once you have, you're like, fuck. It's a big fish. It's a big mammal. It's a real big mammal. I believe I saw an average human. I saw that an average human can fit within a blue whale's artery. Ooh, okay. You'd think that would actually put it into perspective, but it's very hard. It's still very hard to kind of put that into perspective because that is huge. But then I also don't know what would fit into my artery. You know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We're not going in there yet. I feel like we've got enough missions to kind of focus on, so I don't necessarily want to pick up more. Oh, drawbridge can only be lowered from the other side. Okay. It makes it harder to imagine. Yeah. Yeah. You right. Let me look at this bubble. Let me look at this bubble. Fine. Be that way. Fucking bubbles. Freaking bubbles. Game, no. Yeah, exactly. It's like, nah. You don't get it. You don't get it, Harriet Dubois. You're a bick. The main coronary arteries are usually between 3 and 4 millimeters in diameter. That's a little smaller than the width of a drinking straw. So I could fit a straw in, is what you're telling me. I could fit a straw in my artery, is what you're telling me. So a housefly could fit in our artery? Okay. Interesting. Gentlemen?
You stop mid-step and put your hand on a garish necktie.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
Okay, cool. What do I do next?
Oh, I think this is about so much more than cool. Please go talk to him. See what it's about. I'm drawn to it.
Now a housefly fits in our artery. We fit in a blue whale's artery. Okay. So, size-wise, we're essentially the size of a fly to a blue whale, then? This isn't necessarily helping me conceptualize it, but ultimately it is bringing me closer to understanding.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in two-piece lycra TM tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting. Idiot doom spiral.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shakes hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset.
Oh,
How
it's
are
me.
the high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Longest ever recorded blue whale was 33.5 meters. 110 feet. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is big. That's a big whale.
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
Reality, it makes me aggressively sad. I don't know, people tell me I'm a cop, I'm getting used to that. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law.
That's the spirit.
Yay!
I used to shape reality into my
That is 2.5 buses. Shit, that's big.
Ago. Those days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained lycra jacket with a grim expression. That is pretty grim.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer. Oh god, there's a tower in Copenhagen in a city that's 119 feet tall. You're telling me that a blue whale is that size? Yeah? Well, the biggest ever recorded blue whale so far.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
That's sad. What do you guys do around here? Could you and your pals sign this document?
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it.
Yes, I have this green ape one. Lend him your pen.
All right.
Grabs a pen and paper and carefully scribbles. Dotted line next to Lillian's signature. Idiot doom spiral. I need at least 2 signatures on the document.
Hey, Abs. Hey, Abs.
Don't you? You cool, Abigail?
I need you to sign this document right here.
Getting some drunks to sign this letter.
Important.
It's very important.
Don't call her.
His handwriting is almost illegible due to his shaky hands.
Clol Abiqual. Great job, Abs. Nailed it.
Can I have the pen back?
Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman. And as a businessman,
No!
I'm going to
My
keep
pen!
the pen
My ape pen!
for my trouble.
No!
No, that was my favorite thing of all the things you
My
had.
pen!
My green ape pen!
No!
My favorite is the gun he lost.
I guess that, thanks, I guess.
No problem. Now, where did I put that?
Give me back my pen!
Fucking hard work done for the day, man.
Don't call Abigail.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail these? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
Yeah, let's get out of here. These guys took my pen. My sweet, sweet pen that was given to me by Lena. The kind lady. Inspect the traps. Check the trap morale just set up. Oh, that's the last one I check. Check the trap near the canal you crossed. Yep. So where the shot came from, that's fine. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. We have done a series of things. Some good, some less good. But most of them, things. Ooh, fingers. Coins. Because I'm a homeless man. Essentially. Quick save. Talk to this lady.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay. Considering an overturned boat, a sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
Depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Illisible.
Illisible.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible.
Ah.
Has been since they built this place.
Of questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Got me.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Point at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
That's fair. I can agree with that. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why if they're thick-headed?
Yes, I enjoyed the way he bled.
Oh. Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Stockholm Syndrome, great. Yeah. Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone, coward. I would never leave anyone. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case. I hate all of these responses. Gone? Where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. Yeah.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat
Good
was
old
found
drunk
floating
Ricky
empty.
skunk.
The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
I'm trying to get crunk like a skunk. Get crunk like a skunk. No, you'll end up dead in the sea. It's bad. Drunk on seawater like a skunk. Time is really the best cure for sorrow. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. I'm gonna just, yeah.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick
Yeah.
with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Radio.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Just eating fermented fruit. That's one way to do it, right? Mochi?
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
That's fair. She probably feels very little about this topic.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with
No.
another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
A better drunk. Go on a date with a better drunk. That's me, baby. I'm the best kind of drunk.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Looking for someone. Maybe you could help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
It is if botulism doesn't kill you. That's fair. I'd like to ask something else.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do
Like
around
myself,
here?
fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Pretty sure there's a car currently that's washed up.
This is what is
Don't know how
called
it got there.
conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
I never thought that the sea would brought in anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Alright, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else. Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies.
Ah,
Human, animal, fish,
Grim.
other odd sea creatures.
looking for a
mine washed
helmet.
ashore once.
A mine.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Mines. Mines. You need mines.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine. The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. I need info on this major narc. Points at yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Okay, enough about this place. What about the mine?
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up.
Oh.
The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Okay.
Spiky must have been a naval contact.
Kim's presence makes it awkward. I mean, yeah. So I take it that's your skiff.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days. Catch a snowflake in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, it's great.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
We love sunny days. Chasing the something away.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
Please, ma'am, don't run me through with that sword.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think it'll be ready? There's something we might have to check out on one of the islands, the origin of a shot.
Shot, huh? The boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer.
Of course not. I don't wish to, ma'am.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves
I
across
gotta
the
wait for
rose
Kim to
sea,
not be here
far away from here.
before I ask her on a date. And we want the best chance possible to chat with this lady. It would be bad if we fucked this up. This is the Riz run, remember? We talked about this ages ago. It's very important that we chat up every single person we can in this game. It's important. It's what Harry Dubois would do. They lead away from the accident. Kim, it looks like we have found ourselves a corpus kidima. And I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, skill point. Yay!
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while. Judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point. Like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we had a couple partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time. This is some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like this? It was probably a public danger. Looks like they had a great time.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Oh.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Yeah, fair. Kim, why can't you just admit that we're friends? best friends. Me, Kim Kitsuragi. Bestest buds.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
No insulindian phasmid. Dang it. It's fine. We'll find it.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Bummer it wasn't
I'm
there.
just glad we haven't found some poor cat trapped in one of these.
You know what? I'm glad too. Glad about that, but I'm not glad that we haven't found a cryptid. Because that'd be cool. Think about it, Kim. We'd have a cryptid in our hands, in our hot little hands. That'd be great. Imagine how Imagine how useful it'd be for the case. Could you imagine for a moment? Amazing. Amazing. What a beautiful thing. Truly unbelievable. Yeah, petrol. I'll look at this in a second. We're gonna go check out the church now. Seems the walker was very confused, drunk, or out of his mind. Yep, that's probably the case. It's snowing out here. It's fucking grim. It's real grim. Unprawn. No. Make me. Into the. Yes.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Okay. Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run my hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Yep, smells like a church. Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Okay, so whoever put this together was an idiot? Okay.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy, Kim.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
You're right. You are right. We don't want to abuse this building.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Oh. Fearful. Fearful of religion. Where do you think we should
Can
start?
you hear the pulsing bass underneath the wind? A sure sign of junior delinquency.
True.
Somewhere east of here.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
That's great. Such good writing. Have you seen the symbol before, Kim?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting pauses and replies.
No.
Ah, what does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests
He
junior
knows.
delinquency.
What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Alright, Kim. You want to be cheeky with me?
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's
Yep.
nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover.
Voila.
Yeah.
Looks very modern.
Secret task complete. Style your paperwork. Alright. We're not going to rip the doors open. Kim gave us a sense that maybe we don't want to be doing that. So we'll leave it. But we know. We know that it's locked. Padlocked. As it were. Oh, and we want to go quickly check the traps while we're in the area. Make sure there's no Insulindian phasmid. Phasmid? Where are you? Phasmid of Insulindia.
This is
Show
the
yourself.
traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality.
Look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night.
Yeah, that's fair.
The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Something's different.
No locusts.
No locusts, guys.
No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster.
My
What if
eyes
someone in there?
so
can
wide,
see an empty
staring into the trap. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? You're right, but they still need to know. You're right, this crypto research has been stupid. Probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know. Yeah,
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
he seems to regret the fact. Kim, it was the phasmid. Surely. I think that's all we need to do on the island currently, unless we want to go around and speak to those delinquent youths. Which I feel is a thing that we want to do. Because we want to get into that church. How do we get across there? Hold on, Eldo. Madam, how do we get across to there? Does not appear that we can do that either. That's fine. How do we get across this to the snow? To the snow. Feel like if there was a bridge that gave us a shortcut, so I feel like the way to get access to the bridge is probably long and difficult. Oh yeah, no, never mind. It's showing us. It is showing us the way. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, for
You
not
see
leaving
that
me to be
seagull up
stupid.
there? Remind you of anybody?
Me?
Exactly.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation.
That's a
The
sea.
seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise.
I guess.
Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash
Like me.
cans, killing and eating pigeons.
Yo, like me. I eat burgers out of trash cans.
No time for that.
Hold on, have I ever eaten a burger out of a
We're
trash
hustlers,
can?
Getting shit done. You have the body
Oh.
remembers.
You're fucking right. Whatever it takes to survive. I'm the seagull.
Own it. Steal
Yeah.
Shit in the
Healed
sky.
health and morale.
Whatever it takes to
Because
keep
I
going.
agreed I was a seagull. That was weird. Thank you, electrochemistry, for letting me know. I needed that. That was a win. That was a win in my books. My god. My god. Ooh. It must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Hello? I mean, I see her there. It's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. Oh, disco music. Damn, it is cold outside. Hell yeah. Bimp
The
it,
plane
bimp
of
it, bimp it,
tonight
bimp
is
it.
barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Yes, you're right. Push the bridge.
Plane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Yeah.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, Kim. Yo, madam.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
What's up?
Oh. Hello there.
Hello.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat.
You should.
She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold.
I bet this one.
Bet this one likes to party.
No. Go. Come on. So you want to party? Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you distracted. I said, you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I have a hat on. Look at me.
You don't have to do anything.
I should, and I do.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
How did you miss this hat? It's really fucking there. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well. Look, man. Fuck the hat.
Okay.
Your pulse rises.
Why am I so angry about her not wearing a hat? Who am I? Who am I as a person? Wear a hat.
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law.
She didn't say that to me. I mean, is that kind of language really necessary? I don't know if I want to, God, okay.
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Hold on. We can't redo that, so I'm gonna reload. I need authority. I need to be respected. Someone has to respect me at some point, surely. Come on. Why does nobody respect me? -1 authority. I need authority, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, I have skill points that I could use on my authority. I would okay, my shoes give me authority, which is good. Nothing is taking away my authority. So I'm just going to add some authority. Because I have skill points to spend.
A shaggy looking.
Oh.
It's cold.
Hat.
Everyone knows.
Where is your hat?
So should.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh. I didn't notice that. Yeah, well.
Your pulse. What did she just say?
Hat.
That's not how your eyes are
Hat.
fixed on her as everything gets very still. Dangerously so.
Excuse me? What did you just say? I say it with this hat on. It's like, this hat does not, like, demand authority.
She looks down, pretending to be busy.
You fear
with
me?
the device.
I'm the law around
Let
here.
her meet your eyes.
I don't like this. I don't like being mean. I feel bad. Respect me.
Kit isn't arrogant. She's just afraid to look you in the eye. You already put her in her place.
Kick some snow in her face with your boot. You did not just speak like that to the police. No, that's fucking mean. I mean, this one's mean enough. I'm the police. You would do well to avoid that kind of language with me.
You're right. I shouldn't have sworn. I'm sorry.
Good, then my work here is done, and I just leave. I just demand authority over this person, and then walk away. I have some questions.
Okay.
What's your name?
Estelle.
I feel so bad. Why do I feel bad? Not a young suitor. This is official police business. And your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police. It's for paperwork.
Okay, it's Berger.
A cell burger.
You have little reason to doubt that's her real name. But she's not all that surprised by this cop show questioning, is she?
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
Okay. And wires? And the wires?
Actually, just one wire.
Oh.
I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Okay.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
How does the thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know.
Oh,
Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air.
that's
The
weird.
book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
Probably a hangout for junior delinquents. Back to the mic, if you will. No, about that mic. No, what's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Ah, okay.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Ah, the Arno van Eyck? Excellent.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
What the fuck? Some of these dialogue options are so great because of how fucking weird they are. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy? Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. No, sounds interesting. Who's this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck.
Yeah.
Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
No, I'm too old. I'm an old man. I get down. I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip, beyond my years. I'm talking to her like I'm just a dad. I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. A boogie. I'm like a tissue that's had a little boogie put into it, you know? Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room. Neither do I actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down? Grind? I mean, it means I'm hip beyond my years. Yeah.
That's cool.
It looks like she doesn't know what to say. I mean, that's fair. You're right, time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
My morale. I actually had some non-mic questions. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
But what are you recording? Just tell me.
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Come on, Estelle, just tell me.
Everything checks out, sire.
Damn it. What are these recordings for? The cracks, the
The
footsteps?
musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay, Estelle. I like Estelle. I think she's a great character.
It's okay.
I feel bad. Now this is where a hat would come in handy. Give her your hat. You need it more than I do.
Thanks.
There you go. My stupid hat. No, my stupid hat. She took my stupid hat. So this is supposed to be a music place? What is it?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Okay. That's some other
Go
questions.
ahead.
Tell me more about this music place.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Okay.
Except that, yeah.
As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here.
It's a pretty shit place for a club, let's be honest.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles.
Okay.
Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Okay.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
So, did you put the padlock on the church door?
No,
No?
not really, no.
Show the sticker on the ledger. So this isn't yours?
It's Noids.
Noids. Wait, is this Noid a friend of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in.
Okay.
Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
So, I mean, I believe it. I believe that Martinez has some pretty weird people. So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it.
What does that mean?
Hey, you two are cops.
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things
There's weird
going
shit
in that
going on in the church, gang.
If you're police, you should look into it, right?
We'll talk to him.
They're
I'll talk to
inside
him.
that thing there. Would be cool if you did.
Yeah.
Is there something else?
Enough about the church then. I had another question.
Go ahead.
I don't care. I don't care about her comfort being questioned. Maybe I do.
Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
Have you been questioned before?
Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revershaw experience they get east of the river.
What trouble have you gotten in?
The usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager.
What's the usual?
You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13. In Forberg.
Why did you need to move out at such a tender age?
My dad was a drunk.
Ah.
Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know. Get my party on.
I get that. I'm a major party animal myself. Major. Drinking, partying, and disco music are bad for you. You should take me as a warning example. Yeah, kinda.
She nods very cautiously.
Yeah, she's like, fuck. I don't want to be this guy.
Okay, bye.
Music. Hell yeah, I need more empathy. And I need a hat for this cold, cold weather. Empathy, 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 empathy. Empathy, 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 empathy. Hat. Nothing. Empathy. Oh, empathy. Hat. Empathy. Give me some empathy. Oh, that'll take away some empathy. I need the empathy. Okay. Okay, I got everything that I need to give me empathy. I can be an empathetic sort.
Hello again.
The device
Ah!
is cool to the touch.
Fuck. Empathy. Give me the empathy. Madam, do you know that I have empathy? Ma'am, do you know that I have empathy? Speak to me. Video game.
Hello again.
Ma'am, are you aware that I am an empath? Hey.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit there on the ice feeling miserable at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now. Oh my god!
What is?
Her shoulders shake a little. The dark.
I know. I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her. A weightiness.
The fuck?
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Said eating me. There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want.
She used that word. Somebody else called me a boyadero. Something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class. Everyone's just mooching off of the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. I guess.
Really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little bit more reasonable, that's all. No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you've just got chick issues.
You could be right, but I don't know for certain.
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
That's it.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist.
Ah, shit.
In these bright and loud times, where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
First, where is the Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally.
Ah.
Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed.
Shut up, electrochemistry. I'm not taking speed just to think better.
History's greatest catastrophes
It-
have been brought about
it's
by
not the
people
place
trying
for
to make
that.
the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day.
Oh,
She
Dolores Day,
recognized
yes.
that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real
I know Dolores
lasting
Day.
change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
But what about the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
That is an interesting point. I like that.
You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working.
Okay.
What benevolence?
Yes, and I am nothing if not benevolent.
What a fucking joke.
What? my brain twisting everything this way and that way, and just like, no, you're an idiot. Oh, actually, no, you're the smartest person here. Oh.
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
No,
Then you've never lived through real chaos.
that's probably fair, yeah.
Sometimes, in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is progress.
Okay, but what's the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe.
Okay,
Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist,
oh,
post-national.
nice.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Sounds incredible. Allons-y, let's go. There, let's go there right now.
Slow down, Mr.
Wah!
Wizard. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
All right, then let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Hell yeah, baby. I don't know if I have... Oh, I can unlock. Cool. Then, boom. Kingdom of Conscience. Internalized. So I -2 half-light for now. But we're almost going to get the solution for the Col de Mamadakwa. Which means we're going to get some positive stuff. So for people playing this, I would highly recommend you do the
tent
Thought
is
Cabinet
just
stuff.
tarpaulin
Because the
fabric
benefits you
covered
get from
by
them
pile
are
of stuff.
actually incredible.
The flap is open.
Or can be
Inside,
incredible.
3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Bonjour.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
All right, Andre.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
All right.
Sorry, you barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Fair enough.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
Okay.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
Hey,
Keep watch.
Kim, why? Why must you wound me like that? Yeah, you're a delinquent. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. It's labeled. The label says distilled. Hell yeah. Speaker, big kind they use for live music.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, mate. How you dozen? I'm gonna shake his
grip
hand.
is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire.
You want drugs? You taking drugs, mate? Why are you sweating?
This is my posse, Noid.
What's up, Noid?
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
All right. I respect it.
And Egghead. Egg!
Nice. Nice to meet you. Tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably a no-dick music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Hell yeah. Wait, how many music venues have you
We
organised?
have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
We've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Okay.
Also for talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
That makes sense.
Place is a shithole.
That will track. Yeah.
I apologise to my friend Noise Potty Mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. This place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. No, there's no need.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied.
This place is a shithole. That's fine. I have. Oh shit.
Narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended. Dopeheads! Burnouts! Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that in Revachol. Strike that! The word!
Probably not Egghead. I appreciate your optimism, but not likely.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
What worst kind? Tell me about them. What they got?
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. I feel like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about those dope heads and burnouts? Yeah.
They're spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spook? Spookiness is not a matter of police investigation.
You know, officer, you really should judge that for yourself. But keep in mind, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Does it?
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
That's fair.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
I love to take on missions. It's my favorite thing to do.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Estelle told me Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
Oh, so you met her. Good.
Yeah.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There's concern in his voice.
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
Yeah, it was shit, mate. I could probably rip it down.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work,
Okay.
but it should hold for a while.
Fair enough then. I'm not going to judge you on that then. I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key. All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool and fused move, tossing it in my general direction. Oh god, guys, we gotta we can't risk looking like a fool in front of these teens and tweens. Hey Stranded, how you doing? We gotta look cool. Our reaction speed's not good in this situation. This section took forever. Yeah, I definitely remember this section being quite long, but I'm keen for it. I'm keen to actually explore it a little bit more fully. Let's give it a try. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up, and I look like an idiot in front of these teens, or tweens, or adults. But we'll do it.
Ah!
It's as if time is frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air.
Living on the
This
edge.
is going to be
Nah! Nah!
It's gonna be way cool. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
blam, straight in the eye.
Ah,
Straight in the whole
fuck.
eye hole. In the
I'm taking you in. I'm arresting you for assault on a police officer. Nah! And just in the back of my mind, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I can't let anyone leave this tent alive. Not even me. Kim's just gonna hear some just loud noises of violence and then check in and all four of us are just dead. I'm gonna start calling eyes looking balls from now on. No, I straightened my old looking ball.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right.
Ah, goddamn arsehole, what is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now?
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad.
How hard
I
did
got
he throw them?
overexcited.
I'm
Too
bleeding.
hard. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave the tent, make direct, well, single eye contact with Kim, and I'm gonna be bleeding, and he's gonna be like, what the fuck happened, my guy? What happened to you?
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
I'm sorry. Bend your face in mockery of his useless contrition. You almost eye-emoted me, a cop. That's use of lethal force. Kim's just gonna sigh. Yeah, that's true. Kim's gonna do his telltale sigh.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Pulls out some black paper from his belt pack.
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
I don't need your money. I don't need your pity money. That feels weird. Ugh. Okay.
I hope that settles it.
25 real.
The key?
You know what? Fair enough. The key cautiously hands you the other key.
He's shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry.
I've recovered fully.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
Thank goodness he paid me. Otherwise, this would have been embarrassing. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't like people apologizing to me because usually it's already gone way too far for them to just be apologizing to me. I just took a key into the eye.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Yeah.
Me too. I shouldn't have that kind
Oh,
of power
warm
over
up.
another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly.
Thank you,
here.
Tio.
You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Since it's a gaming stream and not an art stream, I won't do an art warm-up, but if you do have a warm-up of some form, I'm more than happy to do it. Another form of warm-up, I'm very happy to do it. But you also get the first as well.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Yeah, who are the people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know.
I doesn't
None of
really
us
know,
do.
mate.
I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
Okay, that's weird. You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
The machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
Okay. If you've been gaming a while, a good stretch is to circle your wrists a few times. That could be one. That's a very good suggestion. Thanks, Stranded. I might do that, actually. We'll take a little moment. Thank you so much for the pets. I'm sure Ratchet really appreciates that. Gonna do a little stretch as Stranded has suggested. You can probably hear cracking. That's my wrists. But that's because my wrists do that, not because they've been static for too long. I mean, they have been static, though. So just do a few little stretches, do a few movements, wriggle your fingers a little bit. If you can get them to move independently of each other. Your fingers, I mean, not your whole hand. That's good. Another little stretch that I know of is basically putting your hand flat on the table and then lifting each finger. just slowly bring it to as high as you can kind of get it to is good. Yeah, I definitely feel it. I feel better. But yeah, like lifting your finger up, holding it for about 5 to 10 seconds, and letting it down. Then the next finger, lift that up as high as you can, 5 to 10 seconds, put it back down. Next finger, 5 to 10 seconds, put it down. So your ring finger, lifting the finger on its own or using the other hand to lift the fingers. Just on its own, yeah. So just on its own, you lift it. And admittedly, if it's your first time kind of doing it, then it's likely not going to lift very high, and that's totally okay. Just lift it as high as you can until you feel a little bit of that stretch within your finger, within your joints, and then you hold it for about 10 seconds, put it back down. And then your other hand. So you can do it with everything but the thumb. I wouldn't recommend doing the thumb just because that has a different tendon system, and that can be quite, if you stretch that too far, you can actually harm yourself. You can harm your fingers. However, with the fingers, it is good for mobility. I used to do it quite a lot for drawing and stuff like that. I don't do it quite as much anymore. But it is quite good. It helps with those fingy mobilities. So we're now on the other hand, lifting the pointer finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ring finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one is usually the hardest, so don't worry about if you can't lift it very high. And then finally the pinky finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All stretched. How you feeling? I hope none of you accidentally shit yourself, because that would be the worst possible outcome. You're doing it. Nice work, Stranded. Thank you so much for joining me in my little mid-game stretch. What were we doing?
One of them has wires running into bowls of water.
Pretty good. The ring finger was stubborn. Yeah, it usually is. I think even now when I do it, so my dominant hand, I can lift it about maybe 5 centimeters, if that. Not very high. My left hand, which is severely less dominant, like I am so not dexterous with my left hand. I can lift that about like 2 centimeters off the ground on its own. And sometimes I do actually have to hold down the other fingers so that it can lift on its own and not lift with the other fingers. Which is something I forgot to mention. If your other fingers are lifting up as you're lifting the others, then a good thing to do is to just hold them down with your other hand.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
That's a feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
Ooh.
No, the other one.
It's the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Well, that's not good. Awful silence? That's bad. We like silent solidarity.
For this man,
Is a good
even
silence.
regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
I'll remember this strength. Remember this stretch. Thanks for introducing it. My pleasure. I'm glad that you found it useful. It's been a while since I've done it, but recently I've been very, very focused on different kinds of stretches and making sure that muscles do actually get stretched and supported as best they can. I've recently been doing a lot more running with my coworkers, and I've been getting what is known as runner's knee, which is like a pretty for me it's a pretty sharp pain just beneath the knee. So I've been doing stuff making sure that my knees have been in better condition as I've been doing more exercise and being more athletic and outdoorsy. It's kind of important to make sure that your muscles are being stretched and being taken care of, because you don't, like with all the exercise that you might do, you might unknowingly be preparing your body for a tear or for or for some sort of damage. The infamous runner's knee. Yeah, I freaking hate it. It's such an uncomfortable thing. So I went running last week, and then I got runner's knee, and I'm like, well, that's not good. And then it's been persisting pretty much all this week as well, which is not fun. But I've gotten compression knee slips, and so basically I've been using them, and that's made so much, a great deal of a difference, which is really good.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we felt someone.
But yeah, it did highlight the need to kind of be more courteous to my own muscles. You know, making sure that I'm stretching up and down throughout the day. I'm probably going to start my days with a bit of a stretch or a bit of Tai Chi, you know, something like that. And then in the evenings, just stretch to wind down. Just to make sure that I don't fuck up my body quite as much as I have been. What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
But I'm never alone. There's always people watching me.
It wasn't quite human.
Kim.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, Kim's quite human. So, I guess that doesn't count.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Oh, fuck, Crab Man. The infamous Crab Man.
Yeah, you know.
Grabbus.
Climbing up and around the ceiling.
Followed us from Near Automata to Disco Elysium. Grabbus is here.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
There's no way. Yeah, it's freaking Grabbus. Grabbus is here. Grabbus is here in Disco Elysium. Oh, I can't believe the mouse. It's the mouse himself. Oh, that is me. Hello. Hi, I'm a mouse. How you doing? It's me, Great Mouse. How you doing, Zombie Slayer? I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good week. If everybody can hold for a moment, I'm just going to actually put my, what's it called? Literally was just talking about it. Compression slip on. Just quickly. Just so that I can sit with it for a little bit. Whoa, it's Lord Mouse. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. That is me. I am very humble. Hello, it is I in all my humbleness. I know, I am great. And very humble. How are you? Ambush behavior. Nod. Crabman. Well, eating spaghetti. Eating spaghetti. Nice. I had gnocchi for dinner, so... I mean, I love spaghetti, so... Very, very envious. Crabman!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time. But I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there,
So Estelle saw the Crabman. You guys didn't see shit. Is that what you're telling me?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Okay.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark.
Yeah, if there's actually like a Crabman, we're in some danger. We're in some real danger here, gang. Can you tell me more about this machinery?
you should talk to Noid about that.
Ah,
I
fuck.
just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
I hear you. I exercise regularly but don't run like I used to. I had a hard time staying on top of the stretching, and running would tighten up my muscles so much I'd get tension headaches to the point of nausea. Ooh. Yeah, that is definitely really rough. I fully understand. Like, it's something that, like, it's so hard to kind of maintain, because, like, I feel like when I was a kid, I used to just run all the time, and I used to do so many sports. I used to do so much stuff as a kid and never used to get anywhere close to that kind of, like, discomfort. And then became an adult, stopped running regularly, and then like I'll run 3 kilometers and then my knee will just go and I'm like, oh my god. And then I'm like out for the rest of the week. And it's like, none of this would have happened. And then to be fair to myself, when I was a kid, I had good running shoes and I had like orthopedic insoles and things like that. So I had physical supports within that like went on top of, you know, the youth. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, exactly. Like, having those definitely would help. I need to buy new running shoes because the running shoes I had when I was a kid as well. So they are not good enough. And so I almost think they are in a large part responsible for most of the discomfort I've felt while running. So upgrading that is a must. And then, yeah, just being more actively aware as well is a big thing. That's half the battle, right? Crabman?
Alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Jacked up to some snuff
It is
station.
like one of those rich boy private radio stations where you can listen to people getting killed on.
Oh, Jesus.
Jerk off to it. Sick shit.
What the hell? That's pretty fucked up.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
Right.
We're getting derailed here. In short, tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
Okay, so how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument. Damn it, why'd I fail that fucking rhetoric check? 70% sure. Oh dear. Alright, let's talk about something else.
What?
I want to ask you about the tent full of equipment.
What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry.
Yeah.
When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh.
He doesn't know what to say. I'm a cop. I'm onto you. And you know for certain that these people are dope heads?
It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically.
Fuck.
No doubt, a little
Maybe.
relieved.
Damn it. Godly. I'm not succeeding that. You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastics? Ecclesiates in the church? Who are these ecclesiates?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Before we go on, what do you mean by Meteorian?
You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo.
That was gibberish. What do you mean? Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi, on the Muindi Isla.
And what's the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
For teenagers, they're all quite earnest, aren't they? Yeah, I fully agree. They've been very forthcoming about this sort of information. They're very quiet about the distilled water, but like otherwise, they're very forthcoming about this. Doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
I guess he has a point.
Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love.
Okay.
I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Okay.
Unity. Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Hardcore. Yeah, you got me. I'm gonna just ignore the law and just party with these guys.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
It's too much. No sane organization would want this level of absurdity in the church. Don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? I guess love can be pretty hardcore. No words, just enjoy the beat. Now I'm just gonna say, now I understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anodic music is about love, and so is the Pericanassian church.
Yakakata!
Ah! My headphone cable. Lifted my hand up and got it immediately tangled in my cable. Pulled my head in a direction.
Seems ecstatic.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Ah, my neck. Gonna need one of those compression things on my neck.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
At least I didn't hit my looking ball. That's true. I did not hit my looking ball. Either one of them.
But it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway,
No!
questions?
These guys think I'm lame. I took a key to the eye and then also questioned their, the religion.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head.
I'm a loser to these people. It's even worse than just being a cop.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on and then dance there, motherfucker!
That's it for
As
now.
always, we'll be right here, waiting.
Yeah! Just dancing. Fucking damn.
So you had a talk with Andre?
Yeah.
Now you want to discuss things with Noid? Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts. Cool.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Yeah, it turns out that from your sign, you're a loser. Oh, fuck. Dang it. I should have talked to him first. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man.
I get it. Me too.
Now our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
It's a yellow circle, the human face, with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think it's the X's mean the guy is dead.
Good, good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is the dead guy smiling?
Yes.
Hey, experience.
Person to get it right, and I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human face.
I find it incredible that the horrific necktie, the reptile brain, and limbic system are voiced by the same actor. He's so good. Yeah, he's so versatile. Like, and like such uniquely distinct voices as well is so cool. Like the fact that they're all really unique voices, but also just the one person is voicing them. I find that really cool. It's very inspiring as someone who has looked up to voice actors for a very long time. Has been slowly but surely inspired by voice actors. What did you say? Really?
Really?
Why do you think that it's so?
We're all the same. Same eyes, same smiles.
Same.
Deaf.
Yeah. I really admire how voice actors can kind of transcend like the preconception just through voice. You know, like how actors can kind of become characters. I find it very interesting that voice actors can do that through just vocalization. It takes a really, like, the best voice actors have this very intimate knowledge of their own voice and then how to make their voice subtly different. I find that fascinating.
He defeated history.
Or
We are
distinctly
living in the
different
age
as
of
well in
history.
some voice actors'
In the eyes
cases.
of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
Oh god, alright mate. Alright mate.
Present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death.
I'm here to solve some murders, not talk philosophy. Tell me about the
Maybe
crab
he's
man.
not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about that beat.
No, it's fun to. It's a fun surprise to hear the variety of characters they can do. Yeah, it's one thing I like to do is just go on behind the voice actor, and then see what like various voices of certain games also voice. I love ones where it's just like the voice actor is like big bad villain, big bad like velvet voiced vampire villain, and then also fish, or things stupid like that. And guess who's voicing who? Yeah.
Or drugged out of his mind.
Or if you recognize a voice from somewhere and you're just like, wait a second, is that... It's you, Sonic! Yeah. I love that, where you can, like, you start to recognize voices. You're like, Travis Willingham? Hold on. Maybe he's not dead, maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats. Thinking maybe the smiling dead is a symbol of communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care. Better not mention it.
He blinks, waiting for the next question.
Have you seen the documentary I Know That Voice? I have not. Produced and hosted by John DiMaggio. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Yeah, what happens in it? I can kind of guess what it's about, but tell me about it. Because I'm curious.
One could write an entire treatise on the thing.
I'm going. You're weird. You're fucking weird, man. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done with you. Alright. Weirdo. Weird. Just put my hand up, open palm, fingers outstretched, and just like look at Noid and go, "You're fucking weird." And just leave.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
It takes you all through the industry and nature of it, interviewing tons of voice actors and learning how they perfected their craft. Ooh, that would be really interesting. One of the streamers that I follow, Torin Talks Creatively, if you may or may not have heard of them. I've never raided into them because we're never on at the same time. But one of my favorite streamers, who is also a voice actor, and they are, yeah, fantastic at kind of giving an insight into, you know, voice acting and being a voice actor for stuff. How do you spell their name? Hold on. Let me just give a little pause. I can show you. I can't shout out. I can't give them a shout out. Hold on. Torin Talks Creativity? Or is it creatively? Cryo knows. Cryo knows for certain. Yeah, there it goes. Sounds right. Yeah. Cryo will know better than me, but Cryo knows.
So you talked to my associates, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to help
But
us?
they're great. I adore
With the
Torin.
cash, I mean.
There is a redeem on this. There it is. Yeah, there is a what's it called? A redeem on my stream. Draw a Pokemon from memory, which is inspired by one of Torin's redeems, and so I always credit Torin anytime that is redeemed. I'll help you, all right?
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya?
And the others told me.
We've been waiting for weeks here.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Okay.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes.
Okay.
Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Alright. Hey, Silent, how you doing?
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab.
Krabbus.
Down the church wall.
In another life.
I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
It was Krabbus.
He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
That's fair enough. Just like, sorry, goodbye. And turned away. Seeing a crab man.
Crab, you say?
It would be scary. You just woke up? Nice. Good on ya. Have a good sleep. Sleep in, I assume. Or maybe not. Like a crab, you say. Lieutenant nods. His face is stone.
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
You're wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
Gave Torin a follow. Yeah, nice. Definitely do that. Torin is very, very good. and fantastic voice. Definitely deserves more voice acting work. All of it. Give Torin all the voice acting roles. They will be great. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much
Also,
to say
Torin's
about
just a big old sweetheart. Big old sweet bean. What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Oh, that... okay, maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
We'll see. Yeah, I think I would always say, if you like my content, then you will definitely love Torin's. I think Torin is just a big old ray of sunshine. And just, you know, hard to say anything less than just the sweetest of beans. So I'm always going to recommend people go follow them, especially if they follow me, because I'm a dingus, but
more than twice your height
if you find what I do appealing, then you'll find their stuff appealing, because they're not a dingus. The people I tell you to go follow are not dinguses. Over the padlock with a key. Speaking of people who aren't dinguses, if some of y'all aren't following Stranded, should be. Stranded is also a very sweet bean. And also not a dingus. It's a real selling point, not a dingus. If you feel like you're a real dingus from time to time, then de-dingusify yourself with a Stranded or a Torin stream. Always good. Or even a Silent stream. Silent is a dingus, but a good dingus.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark inner.
You don't get dingus vibes from me? Well, then clearly I'm not trying hard enough. But I appreciate that.
In the heart of the city.
Y'all are dinguses. Hey, speaking of dinguses, speaking of good quality dinguses to follow, you should follow Glendolyn. Glendolyn is a dingus, but is a dingus worth following. Dindussy. Not Dingussy. Why Dindussy? Not Dingussy. Oh! Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn. Yes. Let's just give everybody in my viewers list to follow, because they're all good beans. Except for... trying to think of someone to single out. I can't think of anybody. Everybody's great. If they stream, give them a follow. I love this. I love the stained glass window. It's so cool.
In white, silver.
Oh my god, call them Amadakwa. I'm gonna shit my pants with a breakthrough.
Stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad.
Big woman.
Dark and radiant majesty.
Unga bunga.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress.
You may not notice
You
it.
should kneel.
Oh. You may not notice it. It may not come to fruition for a while, unless you've seen the tarot. If you've seen the tarot cards, it will actually make more sense. However, some of you may have noticed that I have drawn a lot of inspiration from this game, as it is one of my favorites, of course. But you may notice in the character design of a certain character that may have a tarot card or may not have a tarot card. They do have a tarot card. A similarity to this character. That's not a spoiler. I'm just revealing character design stuff about my comic. But because this game had such a
Your knees touch the floor.
strong effect on me, I felt it was... It became just a thing that I would take inspiration from it. Hey, Moochie, Moochie. Very cool. Yeah. I mean, I freaking love the art style and the art design and art direction of this game. You made gnocchi yourself. Time for the taste test. Ooh, I just had gnocchi tonight, so I hope it's good. It is good. Yeah, it's. I mean, just the art itself is so beautiful. It's beautifully imperfect, I think, which is such a wonderful kind of. For me, it's such a wonderful compliment that I get to give for this game.
Is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside.
Like its imperfection makes it all the more beautiful. At least to me.
In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope.
What?
The woman looks down at you, kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse?
Mourning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from
They're very
shoulder
soft.
to shoulder.
Ooh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Nice soft gnocchi. Very, very good.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Who is this, Kim? I stand up. Kim, who is this?
It's Dolores Day.
It is Dolores Day.
I believe we are in the DeLorean.
But they don't
Church
really
of
taste like
Humanity in
anything.
Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
Good thing I made some bomb sauce. Excellent. You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters.
Ah.
Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials.
That's tragic. Well, what do you got in the sauce as well, Glenn? What's the sauce? Because for those of you who don't know, sauce is essentially just a small soup, I guess, or a repurposed soup, right? In my opinion, anyway.
We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around.
There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
Yeah. Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved.
Oh, no.
Although I can't be sure.
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated.
Tomato sauce.
I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
Tomato sauce with basil, rosemary, oregano, parsley, black pepper, spicy chilies, garlic, and spring onion. That sounds fantastic. Gonna wind down for the evening. Thanks for the stream, Mass. My pleasure. Hold on, before you go, just a quick little shout out to Stranded. Because, of course, if you do not follow Stranded, you should. Thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to have you as always, and it's always really nice to see you and have a little chat with you. I'm sure I will see you again real soon, if not in my stream, then almost certainly on yours, because I love to just sit and lurk in your streams. But anyway, please have a lovely evening or day, and I'll see you next time. Catch you next time. If I was here, I should find out what I was doing. Yeah.
Good luck. You will not get
You have a lovely
information
evening too.
on the
Ay,
financial
ay.
operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten.
Oh god, if I was here, that would be bad.
It happened a while ago. It's an important to our business in Martinez now.
I know, but like I could check in. My breakthrough. Call the Mamadokwa.
Call the Mama Dakwa.
Hey.
It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing.
My skin.
Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent.
Silent.
Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Col du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out.
That's cool. Whoa, I thought that was your voice for a second. The Col de Mamadokwa. It is. No, I can't even come close to it. There's the depth and beauty of some of the voices in this game. Also, hello Arnie, how you doing? The depth and the beauty of the voices in this game are unreachable, surely. They are fantastic. +3 perception, golden ear, encyclopedia, no room for anything else. No space in my brain. And there we go. And oh, I'm almost going to get the breakthrough for the Kingdom of Conscience too. No, close enough. Do it again. Hold on. I'll need to find something to read. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor. Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving if I could read, it'd be great. Moving pry bar would shatter it, or if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or personal favorite, frequency, something, radio weapon, none of that. It's as close as I think I can get. The soft solemn of the grimace. I demand an audiobook for my comic. I'll do that, but I'd need to get other people to voice characters too. I can't just be me. I can do the narrator and Ratchet. Alright, how you doing? Always I got a sandwich. Thank you for the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. That's all I can do. No. Never had just me. Oh shit. Maybe. Once we get to 250 followers, I am going to do a presentation on who I would fan cast for voices if my comic became like an animated series. But if we wanted to do an audiobook, I could just do an audiobook. I do have an ASMR like milestone as well, so ultimately I could just do an audiobook of the first few chapters. Great, now I just want a grilled mac and cheese sandwich. Where am I following? Tell me. I mean, here. But you're already following. You've done all you can, and that is always more than enough, and very much appreciated. But yeah, like, I think the ASMR milestone is at the 200 mark, so once we get to 400 followers, I'll do an ASMR recording. Mouse's Fancast, their Apple Scooby-Doo voice actors. I mean, I would definitely get Matthew Lillard to voice a character. I would love that. B.O.B. spamming my channel. You're just going to quickly unfollow, then follow me again? Just over and over again? That's not going to increase my follower count, I don't think. Not by much, you know. This is like, it's okay. Like we're like 30 away from the next redeem, which is the presentation and also the sticker giveaway. So that's cool. And like that came up surprisingly quicker than I thought it would as well. And like I genuinely, to be completely honest, I did not expect to even be past affiliate at this point. So I am still like completely humbled and very, very, like, flattered that people seem to enjoy my content. So, yeah. So, everything is still great. Just summon your cult of follow mouse. I mean, we have to wait for the mouse plague. It's not the season for it yet, so... Ooh! Some banger red Bruges. Some boots. Mesk banger red Bruges. My booties. I'm going to give it a quick save. Because I think when I grab this scarf, I get met with... Nope, I don't. Never mind. There's a crab man. Where is crab man? I mean, I already have summoned my cult here, but only 3 of the members use Twitch. That's fair enough. I mean, like, it's not about the followers, and I'm very pleased that people would sit and listen to me.
All this shift in matter and shuffling.
So it's totally okay that you're just here. Okay, I bothered people. No, Arnie, no. No, it's fine. Don't worry. Spyro the Bandicoot, hello. How you doing? Welcome to chat. I assume Arnie sent you.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot.
Currently just playing some Firstly, thank you so much for the follow, Spyro the Bandicoot. Very, very pleasant. Very, very sweet of you to do so. I appreciate. Second, Arnie sent me here. Welcome, welcome. Please get comfortable in the soup. It's very lovely to see you. It's working. It's working, my sneaky little request.
But for the faintest of
and how to know if they're a part of my cult? The first word in the username is silent. Oh, I'll keep an eye out for that then. No, I didn't do anything. I never do anything. I find that dubious. I think you do a lot. Arnie, is this the mouse that used to be green? Did I used to be green? I think I might have been green at one point. Maybe.
You can hardly hear your own breathing.
What is that in reference to? Oh, I mean, Ratchet definitely is still green. Yell as loud as you can. Yeah.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl.
My voice is barely audible. Stomp my feet and clap my hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Weird. Oh, is that a goblin? That is a goblin. So that is my little goblin Ratchet. I should have given you the rundown. So basically, I'm a comic illustrator from Australia. Spyro. I am currently working on a long-form comic series called Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade. Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade basically follows a small goblin rogue named Ratchet, who is a little goblin who forms a team of other goblins to steal gold from giants, using beanstalks as their means of breaking the cloud barrier. It is a story based on a D&D campaign that never ended, and so as a result, I needed to find a conclusion for it and for my goblin character Ratchet, so I decided I would just make a comic myself. Greymouse makes amazing comics. Oh, no, you. Featuring you. Yes, that's also true. Greymouse is going to make you famous. Faye Mouse even. Well, I actually do have a plan for a cameo for Arnie. That is in the works.
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leaves.
Can you hear anything?
It is in the process. See, I don't lie. Well, that's true. Well, you did say you did nothing, and I feel like something definitely happened. So, dubious. Never is a dubious term, I feel. Almost nothing is beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics.
I'm a Gangatung? I am. I'm just like, am I a Gangatung? I am, yes. Definitely. Greymouse comics taste like carrots. Carrot stock? I don't know if I should feel insulted by that. I don't think I should feel insulted by that. That feels like a compliment. But I'm not sure. As Greymouse sits and contemplates whether or not he's been dunked on by his mod, Silent, he takes a moment to reminisce about his childhood. I don't know.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Hey, what if this is something paranatural?
Please, detective, not this again.
Kim, we're silent in a church.
He's trying to act dismissive, but at this particular moment, he's more open than usual to the idea of paranatural phenomena.
Yeah.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible.
Oh, dang it.
Then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Ah, God, I'll try. I'll try. Try to see beyond the shadows.
Way! We did it! Yippee!
It's either a compliment or an insult or both. Not even sure what I meant by what I said.
It's like there's something
Yo!
a shadow
Hey,
is
Dawn.
moving
How you
forward and
doing?
sneaking
Welcome,
its
welcome,
way
welcome.
toward you through all the other shadows.
He's... Hold on, what's going on? I succeeded the role, and then I was just like, what's going on? One moment, ads. Oh, good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Dawn. Bow. It's lovely to see you. On the ceiling.
Yes, the darkness
There's a,
makes the ceiling
we're
feel
hunting a crab man.
far away.
Ah!
Check out to find my crying mouse, my rain mouse clown emote. No, there's something on the ceiling. We're trying to hunt down a crab man. There's so much going on.
Climbing down, holding on the beam.
He's holding beans. Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as
Oh,
it gets closer.
He's dancing.
shape of an
Crab man.
animal
Yes,
presence.
we're searching for an elusive crab man in this church. What could I say other than holy shit? There's a crab man. Crab has followed us from near into Disco Elysium.
Officer, is there something up there?
One of our recurring characters is a character named Krabbus, who is a crab.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
I don't know if Dawn and Grey must know each other, but Dawn is also writing a comic and is from South Australia. Oh, small world. Small world, Dawn. Yeah. I am also a comic maker person, and I live in South Australia. Oh, it went black. Crab man.
You see something.
That cool. It is
from
cool.
the
Yeah.
rafters,
We've
making
met
straight
on your
at
stream,
you with
I
dark
believe. I
eyes.
think so. Yeah, we've probably met through. I mean, we've almost certainly met through Arnie, because you are definitely. I definitely know your name. It sounds so facetious. I'm so sorry. No, I know you, Dawn. I know of you. Fan of both of you. Oh, I know you. You've both been on my stream at the same time. Yeah, I think we must have. Silly Southerners in your 30-minute time zones. No, it's a good time zone. It's our favorite time zone. It's the best time zone. It's central. Crabman, Tiago.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
It's Tiago. The comic collab the world needed. Hey, we could. Can you imagine? We do a little comic collab. That'd be fun. Is the emote hydrating with mayonnaise? No, it's Yakult. But I do like mayonnaise too, so I feel you ended up following me. Yeah, I think so. My brain is now blacking out. Yeah. Chuggy Yaki. Ah, shit. Hold on. I gotta go to the kitchen. Yakult is fantastic. I wanted to buy some, but I couldn't because it's pricey. It is pricey now, which is very disappointing. I get some because it's very probiotic, and I dislike getting sick. So I like my biotics being very positive. I will be right back to grab a Yaki. We're also at the 3-hour mark, so we might do a little chat, and then we'll raid out. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Dawn. I really appreciate it. It's very, very sweet of you. Welcome to what we used to call the Yakult. We now kind of call the soup. So welcome to the soup. Get nice and comfortable in the brine. And I will be right back with the Yakult. Get in the soup. No raiding stream forever. I can't. I need to wake up early tomorrow to poop. I think I might have seen Yakult from YouTubers. Yeah, Yakult's great. Good soup. What do you bring to the soup? I'll poop for you. No, Arnie, I need to poop for myself. It's one of the few joys I gain. Other than all of you, of course. I have class tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, we can't stream all night. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a Yakult. I'll leave the mic on so that you can kind of hear me reapproach and come back. You could poop, we'll wait here. No, I can't have you waiting for me while I poop. I'll get stage fright. If I get stage fright while I'm pooping, I'll never poop. You need to poop myself? I mean, yeah, it's one of the few joys I gain. I need to poop myself. Nice. Poop is a close second favorite of his to us. Yes, it really is. It really is. Okay, so I got the yaki. Can you hear this? Hear it? Oh, I'll poop your pants. No! My pants! My jorts! As you can see, I only bring the most quality people to the stream. I love it. Your people are fantastic, Arnie. I am a big fan of them already. Okay, I got my yaki. I'm gonna take my quick chug. It's good. I love a yaki. Glug. Did you get the glug? I feel like I could go closer to the mic for a glug. Photo evidence of empty yaki in Discord. We did get the glug. Oh shit, I got a fucking solid glug then. Hold on. Glug glug. No. Let me grab my phone. I'm gonna grab a picture of Discord. Never mind, I can't find my phone. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. The yak sound followed by good. Yeah. Click click. Need to get myself a PNG too, but yeah, it's like it's surprisingly straightforward to do. So like I would highly recommend it. I think PNG models are great. I find them very much like so much easier to work with, and I have like chronic anxiety, so I always get nervous about showing my face on stuff. So hence why I have the mouse figure. Dawn PNG tuber would be sick. It would be. It would be. That's why PNG and VTubers are so scary. They're gone, but they're always on stream. Yeah, just sitting there. Perhaps I could bend my lecturer's ear to let me do that for one of your professional projects. That would be cool. So that's why you watch me from the bushes. Yeah, so that I can't be recognized. I mean, that's why I do the PNG model, so then I can't be recognized. But then also the bushes is just an extra layer of secrecy. Now, as I did promise, not promise, but I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. However, that's something with this class. I could do my own thing if I make a good case for it. That's always fun. I used to love doing classes like that at uni, when if you could kind of explain away your reasoning, then you could kind of get away with anything. No, you just got here. I'm sorry, Arnie. I will set up an announcement thing for Discord so that you can know when I'm actually live, so that you don't have to worry about missing out. You sad little pouting face. As a bit of an update, I will be updating all of my, not all, but most of my emotes as well. So that is also a thing. Arnie not happy, no. Due to the fact that he's 7.5 feet tall mouse. Yes, that's true. It's very hard for me to hide, but if I find a nice big bush, then I'm hidden. How to get to PNG, go to your favorite artist, throw stacks on stacks of money, beg pathetically, tell them what you want, and wait a month. I mean, that works, yeah. Discord, which Discord? Knock on my bus door. I could do that, yeah. Just knock. I'm like, hi, I'm here for tea and here to hang out with Arnie. I am friend of Arnie. As much as we tried to hide, he tends to make the news with every sighting. Yeah, like Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot back in the day. Now, let's do a raid. Who's live? before I get convinced away. I can't be convinced to keep streaming. I'm lazy. I'm not that lazy. Chris is tired. Chris is tired? Oh, is Chris is tired live? What if I pay you? Pay me to stream? Jelly is also live, that's true. Hold on. Iron Mouse, sorry. The other mouse named being who doesn't look like a mouse. Mouse is live. Yes. Grey Mouse is live. No. What if you pay me? No. I get there's so much going on. Silent is not live. That's true. Silent is not live. Smiley is also not live. Raid me. No. I realize that I'm actually not following Chris is Tired, which I should be. So we have to raid Chris. Wait a second. Arnie's already in this chat. I got Sunny and Logan and Justice Silverwing. They are both live. That's good. That's true. I'll be live one day. That's good. Then I'm going to make a note of that so that I definitely can raid you as well. Crow's not live. That's also true. Better not go there then. No, let's not go to someone who isn't live. Better keep streaming. No, Arnie. Perhaps after uni is done. That's fair enough. You go at your own pace. I think that's fair enough. However, Dawn Summer streams. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Or I refuse to be alive until I have a good cause. Dawn Uni streams. Hey, that'd also be cool. Teach us what you have learned. I should also probably just quickly jump to my other screen. Like boredom. So glad there's a 6-hour Grey Mouse stream. No, Arnie, you can't just gaslight me into believing that I'm still streaming. I'm gonna like raid out and then Arnie's gonna be like, man, I'm really enjoying this Grey Mouse stream. And then I'm gonna get like messages on Instagram where it's like, I mean, yes. Yes, I am still streaming currently. You are correct there. Yes, you got me there. I can't lose. Hold on. Let me begin the raid. Tomorrow's a 12-hour stream so the mouse needs sleep. No, stop gaslighting me into believing that I'm streaming for 12 hours. I got work tomorrow. I gotta do things. Though, actually, next stream I will have my Go XLR, so I can actually bleep myself next stream, which I'm actually really excited for. We can raid Arnie later, definitely. I can't wait to raid Arnie. Arnie is my favorite to raid. Ow, I just slapped my hurt knee. I'm so glad to be here and never have to leave. Mouse is doing a 12-hour stream raid. Oh, God. Alright, you lot. Go be silly sausages somewhere else. Go be the rainbow in somebody else's day. Thank you all so much for being here. You've really made my day fantastic. So you've done more than enough here. I'll see you all when I see you next, which may be tomorrow, which may not be tomorrow. But whenever I see you, like a rat in a trap, I'm sure I'll catch you. Alright. Now get out of here, you silly sausages.